freeze our balls off. We are back, America. The temperature dropped. What the tits?
I
mean, seriously, it was like 61 today, or 60 rainy.
Yeah, it was rainy, but it was warm.
It was nice.
Yeah.
It was almost like, this is kind of cool. And the second the rain stopped, when you think it'll, things won't, nope, gets colder.
Froze your ass.
Everything freezes. Everything fucking drops. It's like, what the fuck? So anyway, we are back. Segment 2. IDD Theories. No, I don't disagree. That is the Redoubtable one. Thomas Izzo. Hi, a question on Audrey Milliad show. NFL. A certain Hall of Fame coach is headed home. Bill Belichick, who is of North Carolina descent, origin, whatever you fucking call it.
North Carolina descent.
Origin, whatever he's fucking. Wait, I don't know which one it is. Probably origin. But he is going home. He has signed a 5-year deal today to coach the North Carolina Tar Heels, home of Drake May. How weird is that? And also some guy named LT. How weird is that?
LT went to UNC.
That's where he played college football.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of odd. So think about
That's insane.
That's insane. Drake May, who's now the Pats starting quarterback. Mm-hmm. Lawrence Taylor,
well, I mean, that's
the greatest defensive player ever. Yeah. and he coached him. He coached him to 2 Super Bowls with the Giants. And you should hear LT's story about the day he realized Belichick was a genius. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
He said he's the best. There was a day where I thought when he shut me up, and no one's ever shut me up. He shut me up. Like I was like, wow. When he explained it, I was like, God damn. It was something about a zone blitz on a drop back coverage and how you could shift. How he explained it, I'm like, oh my God. But then you see the video of it, you're like, oh my fucking God, that's amazing. So
you mean like in order how to read a defense? Or
well,
something?
how to fake the offense into thinking the blitz is coming from one way and then it's coming from another. And this is what LT couldn't grasp. Well, how are you going to do that right before the snap? And so Belichick breaks this down, and you see them doing it in the fucking game, and he's like, yeah, ridiculous. It's just like they totally disguised it. Like, and the thing was, it was the one, you've seen it before. The Patriots used to do it when they would all stand up and walk around the line of scrimmage back in the heyday. And they were playing against Buffalo, and all of a sudden there's 9 guys up the line of scrimmage. They're all just walking up and down the line. Nobody knows who's guarding what. Nobody knows who's rushing. Nobody knows anything but the Pats defense. And all of a sudden, it becomes a 6-man front. You had no idea. And when you watch what they're doing, there's 5 of them walking around like a cat trying to get around the fence. It was like 5 of them just doing this. And everybody else is standing up, and then they're switching. It was like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, I'm not sure what this day right now. And bang! It just came out of nowhere. So LT was telling a story of how Belichick perfected the idea of the zone blitz. And when they were running it, and he's like, if I didn't see it on film, I'd never believed it. But then when he broke it down, I was like, I was dumbfounded. I shut me up. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. And, so this is LT talking about Belichick. But among other things he said, there was 2 parts to that interview. I think YouTube has the whole thing. But anyway, so the thing is, Belichick's going home. Now, what I love about this is that there's this 12-team playoff. And the reason Belichick did this was because this isn't like college recruiting now. Now it's NIL money. Now it's boosters and money. There's a guy named Jordan who's a certain alum of that certain school that he's now the coach at. Gee, I wonder if he will throw some money into the fray. I'd be willing to bet he will. So,
dude, you know
he knows who Bill Belichick is.
You know what's so crazy though?
They're going to get players. You watch how much the players he gets.
Of course.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? It's so funny though because for the last is it 2 years or is this his first year out?
For sure.
So for the last amount of months, he's been on podcasts, he's been on shows, he's joking around, he's having fun, he's showing personality. Yeah. But today, or it was yesterday before it was announced, somebody asked him about coaching at UNC, and he went right into fucking Belichick mode. He was not. He was not this.
The switch.
He wasn't being this funny figure for you. He was like, if I'm at that school, we're going to be running a professional program.
This is it.
There's going to be professional people in every segment of the business.
Every high school football player in America is going to hear this, and they're going to run to him.
He said, we're going to be a place to develop people for the NFL.
And
That's what he said.
Who knows better than him?
Exactly.
Every kid in America that can play football, their dad's going to be like, you're going to play for him. And he'll put you right in the NFL. You will definitely get drafted coming out of the school of Belichick. And by the way, Ryan Clark's endorsement, we talked about it on the last show just the other day, was a Steeler who wanted talking about
But
with
the thing
this
is,
guy.
he's going to get a pro staff.
He is.
And he's going to get a good pro staff, mostly. As long as he doesn't do dumb shit like Patricia and that.
The best part about this is they pay for them.
Right.
And it's not
they're going to pay the players.
There's no salary cap.
They got the boosters to pay the players.
Think about this. There's no cap.
And think of the type of sponsors that will want to now see UNC football.
Because I will say this,
imagine
still got the coolest uniforms.
Oh, they're great.
That was uniform.
I mean, the powders.
The powder blue is. I as much as I hate Carolina, I always had to give them that.
Yeah.
Because those uniforms are sick.
Well,
and I hate it.
Anytime you see like
so
Jordans
much,
with powder blue, they look good.
They look sick.
It's a great combo.
That color, something about that blue, that aqua teal, what the fuck you call it, it's amazing.
No, that's not aqua.
It's not powder.
It's baby blue. It's powder blue.
Baby blue?
No?
Is it baby? I don't know.
I mean, it's actually called Tar Heel blue.
It's whatever it is. It's filthy. It's awesome. I mean, it's one of the coolest things you see in college is that uniform. So I'm not kidding. And they've got when they put the symbol on because sometimes they wear the hat with the actual Tar Heel symbol. He looks fucking cool too on the helmet. So it's
Look,
like
that's baby blue.
Is that what it says?
No, I just typed in baby blue and it pulled up Tar Heel blue basically.
Okay. I didn't know it was called baby blue, but all right.
Well, it's called Tar Heel blue.
All right.
I think it's the same shit.
The point is
maybe it was like the blue that you for a baby boy that's coming. Like baby blue.
I know. I remember the balloon.
That's what baby blue is.
I just didn't put two and two together because I'm fucking stoned.
There it is.
Yeah. Tar Heel blue. There it is in all its glory. The point is,
Bill Belichick in the playoff. Imagine that,
dude. Do you know how much better this just
Eyeballs.
got? Do you know how much better this just
and
got?
And you know what's going to happen? Pro coaches are going to follow.
Yep. He's going to start something. I don't think this is an accident. I think that he's kind of mad at the NFL because not really one owner. So, all right, fuck Ollie. I'm going to go watch what I go do here. And the thing is, he's going to control this whole fucking thing like Saban did for a long time. Saban kind of was the end-all, be-all of where players went for about 10 years. Belichick's going to have that kind of an effect at North Carolina because Belichick did the one thing Saban didn't do. Belichick won in the pros. And
that's what this is kind of like now.
They want every kid that wants to play pro football knows that if I can play for him, I can play for anybody. And that's how he's going to get them. And they're going to pay him on top of it. So, yeah, you watch what happens. This ain't going to take long. I like it. So, just don't hire Bill. I'm actually pulling for you. Don't hire Matt Patricia. I don't hire him to wipe the fucking stalls at the racetrack. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I think I might root for UNC.
I think I might too. I actually want to see him do well.
Which is weird
because you know what he could say then, like all-time great coaches, he won at both levels. Not many coaches have done both. Yeah. Any sport.
Yeah.
So you think of the truly great coaches, Larry O'Brien, and won at college and in the NBA. There's not a lot of guys like this. So in fact, I can't think of a. Well, Harbaugh got to the Super Bowl, the one who lost. He was San Fran's coach, right? Because they lost to his brother. Yeah,
and he won it at Michigan.
Yeah, so he's the closest to doing both. So what if Belichick goes and wins a national title?
What about Pete Carroll? Did he win at USC?
Yeah, he did, but he cheated like a motherfucker.
They all cheat.
I know, but he.
What did he do? He paid him.
I don't.
He paid Liner, and
he ran. You know how fast he ran from that job,
dude.
It was like he was gone in a day.
But now,
how guilty was he?
It was guilty.
You don't run that fast.
He was guilty of what they're doing now. Harbaugh did the same thing. If you're going to say it about him, you got to say it about Harbaugh.
Well, then I'm not saying I'm not.
Harbaugh ran from Michigan because of all the cheating allegations. Same way Pete did.
I know, it's bad.
Exactly. But that's how they all run.
I don't know.
Dude, they paid people.
I know they paid.
The difference is Harbaugh ran in a day and age where you're allowed to pay people. So Harbaugh was really cheating.
That's weird.
He was fucking. He was. I mean.
What was under the carpet there?
They had the whole Stein.
Where's that guy who keeps walking out from the doors? That guy, the dude who's like the guy who knows who called it, who said, "Oh, Miami's that dude."
The booster.
The guy behind the guy. He's the guy behind the guy. He's like, "No, here's what you're really gonna do." He's the Don. He's like Don Corleone. He's that dude. No, that's not really what's happening.
Isn't it cool though if like UNC football becomes interesting?
What this is gonna do for the ACC? Holy shit. I think the ACC is underrated as it is.
I wonder if Virginia Tech can come back to.
I'll tell you right now, just to play against a coach. The one thing I know about Belichick, again, my beef was always with the GM. I know the man can coach, but I don't know how good he is. I know this: if he would win a national championship at North Carolina, I don't even won one, with what he did in the pros, that kind of makes his case as the greatest coach ever a little strong. Because again, he'll have done it without Brady.
Okay, but can we talk about something though? How weird is it that Bill Belichick had to go to North Carolina to get a coaching job? Isn't that a little weird?
I don't think that would have been his only offer. But I think he wanted to go there.
Really?
He's from there. I think he wanted to go there. I think there's a sentimental thing to this too. They play in a power conference. It's like he's not going to get. I mean, they talked. They met for 5 consecutive days. You hear how this went down? He gave them like a 400-page fucking thing about how he's going to run the program. Who the fuck does that? 400 fucking pages?
He had a manifesto.
Who the fuck does that?
Bill Belichick.
Yeah. What does that speak to the man? And by the way, if you're the university and he's handing you this, what fucking coach ever did that? Oh, and this is but then you go, he's 6 Super Bowl rings. 8 if you count the 2 he's got with the Giants, so that's why he does it. Because how do you ignore that? It's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard to ignore that.
Look, I mean, more power to him if that's why he did that.
Well,
I really like that.
The Alabama,
and even if it was just because it was his only one.
But when you think of him, you think he's going to go to Alabama or Georgia or a place like that or Ohio State.
He's going to go to a pro team.
No, but I'm saying if he went,
he's going to go to the Jaguars.
No. I said if he went to college, that's the program you'd expect him to go to.
He
goes to North Carolina, which is they're average.
Right.
I mean, when they had Drake May last year, they were good. They won 8 games. I mean, but they weren't great.
Even when they're good, they're average.
Yeah, they're not used to this.
It's not that kind of program.
This is the thing. What he can do, and maybe that's the other thing. He could start a tradition there.
Maybe
because his son's going to go with him. So he's got a 5-year deal. Maybe then his son takes over. That's part of the deal if he does well. You know, so maybe that's part of the plan. He starts something there. And by the way, you give Bill Belichick 5 years and a boatload of cash, where there's no salary cap, or say he can just go get these kids, or they're going to come. I mean, give me a break. Yeah. Oh, they have an automatic bid into this 12-team playoff now? Sure. Why not? Why not? So, anyway, moving on from that, congratulations to Coach Belichick, and I hope you do well.
Do we know how much they're paying him?
It's just you know how he is about it. I just know it's a 5-year deal. Belichick probably doesn't want that. He didn't want his contract released with the Patriots. It never went public. So people finally found out eventually what they paid him. But it took years for people to figure out what he was making. So I'd be shocked if they gave the numbers beyond it's a 5-year deal. So because that's the question you can't answer.
Yeah.
Because if someone it's incentive laden, so we don't know. There's this for this. There's this for that.
I feel like most people just release the contract.
This is Bill Belichick. He's suspicious. He never released it with the Patriots. Fucker was there 24 years. He never fucking released it. In fact, he never ever talked about it.
That is a stubborn son of a bitch.
That's a stubborn son of a bitch.
That's what makes him great, but he is stubborn.
But that's who he is. But the thing is, like, after 6 Super Bowls, you think you can say whatever you want, and everyone's going to go, well, yeah, fuck, he won 6 Super Bowls. What the fuck? No number would be too great at that point. No coach won 6 Super Bowls. So, I mean, it's like, you know.
It says Belichick has no connection to North Carolina.
No, he's born there.
I don't think so.
That's what they were saying. They have a picture of him.
It says, Belichick has no real connection to North Carolina. The Belichick family does. Belichick's father, Steve, spent 3 years as an assistant coach at the school, 53 to 55.
Okay.
Prior to his 30-year run as assistant coach at Navy.
Where he coached Roger Staubach.
I didn't know his dad did that.
Yeah, he coached Roger Staubach, his father. You know how great Roger the Dodger was.
Oh, so what you were seeing was a picture of him at a game that his dad was coaching.
Yeah, I didn't get all that.
Yeah,
I just well, they didn't put the whole story out.
Right there.
Yeah, ESPN posted this as a welcome. They didn't explain it. He was
and
like 5.
And you're like, oh yeah, he grew up 5 minutes from the stadium. Him and his pawpaw was just walk up.
That's not what I said.
Every Saturday.
I thought he was born there because the picture was 5.
He was born on the 50-yard line.
If you're in
UNC.
Stadium, if you're in a big stadium and you're 5 years old, what are the odds you're just in town for the weekend?
His parents lived in the bathroom in a football
field. What are the odds you're in town for the weekend? What the fuck are you talking about? It was a perfectly honest mistake. Not, oh yeah, his parents grew crops there and freed the slaves there.
Do you know how many generations go back down there? He's a descendant of North Carolina. I mean, we're talking, 1700s.
Maybe 60.
Maybe.
Might have Native American.
Remember you said...
You might have Navajo in it.
No, definitely not. You were...
I'm saying origin or whatever it was.
Origin or, yeah.
Descendant, whatever it is.
Descendant.
Something, one of the words.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And they're like, actually, Bill Belichick hadn't stepped foot in North
Well,
Carolina.
I'm glad they posted the story and cleared that up. It's quite vague on ESPN.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Quite vague on SportsCenter. Oh, look, welcome home, coach. They even say that, welcome home, like a blind. That was his home.
Bill Belichick has North Carolinian blood flowing through his veins.
ESPN, that is your fault. False advertising.
That's
Welcome home, coach.
Okay.
That implies he grew up there.
You seeing one picture and saying that isn't quite as bad as what I did the other night.
What?
But it's on. It's nearing that level.
What?
Remember when I saw the muted commercial and I was like, "That's got to be some kind of
that was
sexual
100 times
thing."
worse.
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
But you're going.
I'm
There.
nowhere near
You're
there.
going there. Yep.
ESPN implied with his welcome home coach going back to his roots. They said that, going back to his roots. They actually say that. That implies, if they say roots, that implies you're born there. Or at least you grew up there.
Apparently not.
No, I guess not. Thanks, ESPN. And by the way, when you watch the 2 a.m. Sports Center, you'll see it.
I love in this article, CBS News. Well, Belichick has
Actually,
no real connection in North Carolina.
His brother's sister's cousin's second
like,
boyfriend's uncle's friend knows this guy who's got this kid whose dad was the coach.
His third cousin's mother was banging his neighbor.
His fifth is
and she was from North Carolina.
His fifth cousin on his stepfather's side related to his
half sister's mother.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that's funny.
So
well, Belichick has no real connection in North Carolina. And I remember when I said it, I was like,
back to his roots. Thanks,
like,
ESPN.
I was like, do you think it's weird that he went to North Carolina? Like this was his only opportunity. He's going home.
It said it.
He wanted to be there.
Yeah, he's going home.
But he's not.
They said back to his roots on the fucking air.
Okay, but
that implies he grew up there.
But now that he didn't,
it's silly. But I was falsely.
Don't you agree? But now that we found this out, because neither one of us knew that either way until I just read this. But now that you've heard this, does it make you think that yes, maybe this was his only opportunity?
No, not for a second.
But I asked you why he went there, and the reason you gave me was false. Now that we know,
actually, the Lawrence Taylor thing and the Drake are very real.
No, but him being from North
actually,
Carolina.
his dad coaching there.
So he was like, you know what?
They said
I want to go back to UNC where Lawrence Taylor went to school.
They said ESPN said back to his roots. I didn't say that. ESPN said that. They said it on the air.
But now we know that's not true.
Yeah, but that's ESPN. I thought ESPN was accurate on that.
I'm asking you now.
I didn't conjure this up in my head.
I'm saying now that we know that's not true. Do you have a different opinion on it?
I don't.
Right, and that doesn't make sense to me.
Why?
Because your whole reason that he went there was because he's from there.
No, I think he could have.
And now that you know, because I was like, why would he go there? And you were like, he's from there. That's where his descendants are from. And then now it's like, actually, that's not true.
I said origin or descent. I know what the word was. I said one or the other. I didn't know which one it was. It was one of them. Okay.
I think his Cro-Magnon man people were back then.
ESPN said it. One. And two, the picture says welcome home, and he's 5 sitting in the 5.
I'm not blaming you for that.
All right. Well,
I'm just asking that. Now we know that was all fake.
Well, the origin of it.
Right.
The connection he has.
Do you think maybe he really didn't have offers?
No, I think he was going to have other offers. The season isn't even over yet. Think about it. The bowls haven't even started yet. Usually, you don't hire someone until the off season.
Yeah, but people that are changing coaches, no, they hire them now because recruiting begins.
I'm saying,
I didn't know he was.
I didn't know he was going back to college. I'm just saying that.
That's my point. It's
weird.
weird.
I think he would have got another offer. Yeah, more than one. Especially, by the way, if people hear he's talking to these colleges, maybe he's got
I'm
interest.
talking about NFL. He's an NFL head coach.
He would get another offer if he doesn't want total control. He probably gets several if he just wanted to coach. Because the man
So
can
at the
coach.
college, he's going to get total control, basically.
Yeah, the NA. He's going to be able to tell these guys who to go get. Think about this.
Well,
these
that
boosters
lets me
are
know
going
why
to
he
go
wanted
coach.
to go to college.
Yeah, these coaches. I think
still
anywhere he went, he would have flourished because all the boosters would do this. Yeah, coach, tell us what you need. in a fucking heartbeat. These fuckers, to your point, are breaking the rules for 50 fucking years.
And now it's legal.
Now it's legal.
For the most part.
Yeah, so it's like, Bill Belichick, what do you need? This is what they talk to the coaches about now. What do you need? We'll get it. Don't worry about it.
Who do you need?
Yeah, who do you need? What do we get? What do we give him? No problem. Boom. This is,
I mean, you know.
And he has no salary cap.
Dude.
There's no limit to this.
Dude, a little while ago, you know Dave Portnoy, the Barstool guy?
Yeah, he's from Massachusetts.
Yeah. He went out there on Twitter or somewhere and said, you know, I'll give however many million to a top recruit that wants to come play quarterback in Michigan. And they got the first or second ranked in the country.
Yeah.
I think first. Yeah. And some other big rich ass donor came along and said, no, we'll take care of it.
I will almost bet that Bill Belichick and Michael Jordan sit down and meet very soon. I almost bet it. And Michael Jordan is not just $1 billion; he's also a brand. People will line up with him.
Well, that's all he is.
No, but that's all he has to be.
The brand
because he'll bring in the money. The people, the boosters, everybody else has a big Michael. Yeah, Mike called. Yeah, fuck yeah, Mike, sit down and fucking hey. You watch this. Okay, so
I'm pretty sure UNC already has a contract with him.
I'm saying for the uniforms, but I'm saying the money he'll be able to generate, not just out of his own pocket, but people he knows, people that are fellow alumni. Michael Jordan was going to ring the bell. You watch this. Michael Jordan's going to ring the bell. Trust me on this. Okay. Because he knows they can win a national championship. There's a 12-team playoff. They get an automatic bid. Oh, yeah. Fucking A. No computers are involved? Fuck you. Yeah. This can be decided now. That's why we're so excited about it. Okay?
Super Bowl winning Giants receiver from UNC. Hakeem Nicks.
Yeah.
Great receiver.
They've had a few. Lawrence fucking Taylor. If I didn't want to break this mic, I'd drop it. Okay? The greatest defensive player in NFL history.
How come nobody ever talks about that he went to UNC?
Because everybody just talks about his time with the Giants.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because of what he did. I mean, shit, he changed the game. Fucking linebacker the size of a defensive end with the speed of a fucking track star. Ridiculous. Fucking freak. Fucking freak. I mean, so, yeah, North Carolina, yeah. Think about this. They had Lawrence. Think about this to their lineage. They had LT, now they got this fucking guy. So, not many colleges can lay that claim, America. Okay? So, in fact, I can't think of one off the top of my head. So, the thing
that's cool is, like, if it doesn't work out, it'll be pretty captivating still.
It'll be fine.
It'll be very captivating.
Then you'll know, yeah, Brady.
Right, exactly. I mean, if this goes south, it'll go real south. It'll be in Antarctica.
We'll be sitting here a year from now going, do you smell that?
Wow.
It's coming from Chapel Hill.
Wow. Hey, you really went home.
Talk about a draw destroyer.
You're sliding into home and your pants are full of foam.
Woo!
Diarrhea, Belichick. Diarrhea.
Don't know if we go to the bathroom for about 35, 45 minutes. That's what that is.
I believe that would be a long-range loaf.
A long-range loafster.
Yeah,
long-range loafy. That's right. Things so damn long they could break it off twice and do a fake 23 bum blast and a backside Georgie.
Wow.
What?
Breaking the log at least 3 times, then giving the backside Georgie? My God.
It's a long-range loafy.
Yikes.
The long-range loafy is limitless.
Yowzes.
That's why it's a long-range loafy. I mean, if it's not hitting something solid, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going.
Get in orbit. It'll be in orbit.
Oh, God. Why do we always look back there?
I don't know how we got here.
We were talking
that's
about
right. Bill Belichick.
Belichick. If this goes south.
If this goes south.
If this thing blows up.
But seriously.
If we look to the south and see a mushroom cloud.
I mean, you can't tell me that won't be fucking like must-see TV. If this thing, if he's on the sideline and his teams are getting bum blasted.
I don't want him to fail.
No.
But every time I think about what he did to Tom Brady, if he did, would I lose sleep over it now? I think about what he did to Mac Jones, drafting N'Keal Harry. hiring fucking Matt Patricia.
Yeah,
like,
it's almost kind
when
of
I
like...
think about some of the shit he did.
You know what this would be? If this fails...
I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this, Tom.
Here's the thing.
I'm kind of torn.
If this fails, I think it's him paying for his sins as a GM.
As a man.
No, not as a man.
I'll tell you why. Okay.
No, as a GM.
He's
got to pay for those sins.
Tom Brady's character alone dictated you should have done right by him. His character alone. He did everything you wanted for 20 years. He lets you rip him a new one in every fucking film session. Never questioned. He was the voice. He did more for you than throw touchdown passes.
Even if he was over the hill.
Yeah, he deserved to go out a Patriot.
He deserved to go out
whenever
he wanted.
And all he asked for was help. That's the worst part about it. He asked for help. He didn't ask for more money. He said, I need help.
He didn't ask for you to go scorch dirt.
He didn't say, I want a 20-year no-cut fucking $100 million signing. But
Give me $200 million worth of defense in here.
He didn't ask for that. He said, Jules is getting old. Gronk, we need help. Help me. We're 12-4. We're close. Help me. And Tom Brady wasn't wrong. Top 5 defense, 12-4, best quarterback ever. Give him a couple of receivers and see what happens. I guarantee you they could have won the Super Bowl next year. Guarantee it. He's done more with less. And so I'll never forgive him for that.
So we say all this to say, if it goes sour or south or just right off a cliff,
if it goes stenchy.
It'll be entertaining to watch.
Either way.
I mean, I'll feel for those
like
kids.
If he wins, I'll be happy for him. But if he loses, I'll be like, it serves you right.
It would suck, for the kids. It would suck for the kids.
Well, this is the thing. What about the kids?
But they'll get futures. Well, they should be getting paid.
I mean, they should be getting paid. He destroyed Mac Jones. Isn't that enough? How many people he got to destroy?
That's the thing.
If you're going to ruin.
If you're going to do this, Bill,
you better do it right.
Fucking get good coaching in there.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't bring Patricia and Judge.
Yeah, you hire those two bozos. I'll lose all respect for you.
You're already bringing your son.
Yeah.
The rest of it, let somebody else hire it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think your son's an idiot. I mean, he's been by your side since you started, so I know something had to rub off. So, but these two donkeys.
I don't think your son's an idiot.
No, but these two donkeys. But these two donkeys.
I don't think your son's an idiot.
No, I don't. But I know Patricia.
He's a moron.
I didn't say that.
I'm not an idiot.
I did not say that.
Moronic.
He said that. I just say I don't think he's an idiot. I was gonna say he's not Patricia.
It's just funny, like
I never said
come
that.
out and say that you don't think someone's an idiot. It probably means you think they're a fucking idiot.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, well,
I don't think that. Honestly,
imagine if I introduced somebody to you and I was like, oh yeah, let me introduce my friend John around the block.
Honestly,
I don't think he's an idiot.
I haven't.
Hey, meet my brother-in-law. His name's Tim. I don't think he's an idiot.
Meet my co-host Tom. I don't think he's a donkey.
He's an idiot.
Fucking listen.
Actually, maybe I do.
The point is, to be fair, I haven't seen him. He's always been like the linebackers coach. He hasn't been like a defensive.
Never been the coordinator.
He's never been that dude. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if he can coach.
I thought he was his D coordinator.
No. They say it was.
He was like an assistant.
They said it was Mayo and him together last year. That's the closest I ever heard him near that title. It was more Mayo than him, but he was
obviously because Mayo got the job.
Yeah, but I mean, it was Mayo and it was like a tag him. So I don't know if the kid can coach. I just know this: he can't be as dumb as those two. He can't be.
No,
because that Belichick's blood. Belichick's not dumb. He's stubborn. He's arrogant. He's not dumb. Like you talk football about Belichick, he'll blow you away. Ask Ryan Clark. Ask Lawrence Taylor. They tell these stories.
See, but part of me wonders if his
ego is just as big.
I wonder if maybe he doesn't really teach coaching. He just coaches.
His coaches have all failed.
Right. So maybe he's not really.
He's kind of like Magic Johnson. He's a great point guard, but he could never coach a great point guard. He couldn't develop one because he would be so.
It's not the same thing. I mean,
he
it's a
would be
different thing.
so afraid of giving away what made him great that someone could do it better. Because by the way, that does happen with athletes. I know that.
I hate that.
They're afraid to share some things that made them great because then you might maybe exceed them. And they're not going to tell you shit. They're going to say, figure it out on your own.
I think
by the way, no one gave it to them. And that's
That's not true.
Really? There was never anything like Magic Johnson before Magic Johnson. There was never anything like Larry Bird before Larry Bird. In Michael Jordan's case, there was Dr. J.
But there's pieces that you pick up from people. You can't learn basketball without somebody sharing it.
Knowledge of the game and basically how to play, that's inherent, yes. But these things that made Magic and Bird who they were, and who made Michael Jordan who he was.
Well, that's inherent. Knowledge of the game isn't inherent. Knowledge of the game is learned and passed down.
The best thing about Bird and Magic was their brains. They were smarter than everybody else.
Sure, but they learned it.
Yeah, I know.
From
so
who?
in their mind,
Red Auerbach?
No, but Bird learned to play basketball in Indiana. Bird already knew how to play.
So
Bobby Knight talks about this all
taught
the
him
time.
how to play.
Larry Bird's still the smartest basketball player Bobby Knight's ever seen. Okay, God rest his soul.
Okay, great Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight can coach. He's an asshole, but he knows the game. He's a shithead as a person, but can he coach? Yeah, it's kind of like Belichick. He can coach. He's an asshole, but he can coach. You can be good at something and still be an asshole. Okay, it's true.
The way he used to abuse kids,
I hate what he did. I lost all respect for him. I agree with you. But as a basketball mind, he's right there. The blockers and movers offense. He invented that. He invented an offense.
I don't know what that is.
You didn't play college basketball. So that's a college basketball offense.
Blockers
and movers. When it's all screening off the ball, the blockers set the screens, the movers come off it, and it changes possession to possession, so you can't get a read on it. And the screens come from everywhere. It's crazy. What a concept. And it opens the floor up and creates mismatches. He invented that offense.
That's cool.
So I'd love to pick his brain, but his ego sucks. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He is an asshole.
He was a bully.
Yeah, he's a bully. And that's where he loses points with me.
Yeah, that's where I didn't like him.
Yeah. I'm just saying, as a basketball mind, there was nobody better. But this is where the red flag killed him. Which is a shame. It's like, why couldn't you just be an asshole?
Well, yeah, because
that's the question. You had all this stuff going on for you. Why'd you be a dick about it?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I really didn't appreciate him because of that. Because
my point.
I could only see the asshole part.
Yeah.
I didn't see how special he was as a coach. Because now that was my bias, you know.
But that's the point. He did that. You weren't wrong. He turned a lot of people off.
Yeah.
You're in the majority on this one, pal. I mean, people say, yeah, great coach, but what a fucking donkey.
Yeah.
Hated him.
Yeah.
He could coach. Fuck him. That's his memory. And trust me when I tell you, the majority of people that are basketball fans, that's what they say about him.
I always remember the Dick Schaap, Jeremy Schaap beef.
What a donkey he was.
That one.
Yeah, that was a long way to go to be your thought. Like, fuck you, asshole.
And when Dick Schaap went after him on the sports reporters.
It was great. I loved it.
And he did it with such class.
Oh, he exposed that for the classless thug that he is.
Oh man.
And that's why Knight it hurts his reputation severely. People don't even know he invented an offense.
That's crazy.
That everybody still uses to this day.
What do you call it? Blockers and movers?
It's called blockers and movers. And it's a screening off the ball. Opens up the floor, creates a ton of mismatches. Anybody can screen anybody. It's fucking insane. It's like you can't. It's so hard to get a read on it.
Yeah.
Because it's not. There's no rhyme or reason. You don't know who's going to screen who on a given play, and it could be any kind of screen. It can be a backdoor screen from 30 feet. It could be. It's fucking ridiculous.
It could be a backside Georgie.
Yeah, it could be a backside Georgie from 30 feet from the hoop. That's a backside Georgie. Or a backside Bobby. That's a backside Bobby. That's what that would be.
I'm trying to find.
It's probably got a different name.
I put Dick Schaap rips Bobby.
Oh, that. Knight. Yeah, I'm not with the offense. But Dick Schaap rips Bobby Knight. Or he. The great thing about what Dick Schaap did, he said the whole thing without raising his temperature, not one fucking degree. He calmly, coolly, maturely embarrassed Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight never responded to it, by the way. He never. He had no retort. There was he shut him up in the just so like everybody's like, wow. Everybody knew the second he finished, like, damn. And everybody knew then Knight has no response to this. Anything he says, he's going to look even worse. It was like he can't even say anything. And the thing is, everyone was betting, will Knight ever respond? He never did. People would ask about it. Next question. never did. Never responded to it. That's Dick Schaap. How many people can say they shut Bobby Knight up without a curse, without a threat, without any, just calmly on the air, just undress the guy, just fucking. It was the ultimate mind fuck. Knight saw that, had nothing to say, just nothing. I mean, so maybe that's gonna do it for our show tonight.
Is it? That's it?
Well, we can do a third segment.
It is already 11:30. I was just trying to look up the details.
Congratulations to Bill Belichick. We do want to see you succeed, but if you fail, I'm not going to be upset about it. So, and then congratulations to Tom also for he's in the playoff. This is the first time he made the playoff. He made it last year too.
No, first time.
First time he's in the postseason. So, kudos to him. He's got up with DJ. It's going to be a hell of a game. I think the projection was 131 to 128. It's going to be a Donnie. And I looked over your lineup, and for the record, I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah.
You got to dance the hooper on you. And trust me, I tell you, it's kind of weird that he's 7-7. When you look at the roster, it's kind of like, how the fuck is he 7-7? Should have been at least 9-4.
Well, remember, I told you I finished the season like 3rd in points.
Yeah. So you look at the lineup, you're like, he lost 7 times.
I made some mistakes too.
Injuries, buys, a lot of fucking
mistakes.
things. We make them. I've made them. Again, Puka Nakua, that might come back and bite me in the ass.
You've got a long way to go to be as good as your dad.
Yeah. That was just dirty pool by mom. That was just a low shot. Just a low shot. Like, that was just like, my son is twice the man you are, Coach Knight, and you owe him an apology. It was like he took out, it was like he was a Brady, took out the glove and he went, bap.
Frankly, son, I don't give a damn.
You know what? You're not even worthy of my slap. I'm going to take a glove and slap you with that. This is like, you deserve my slap. You have less of a smelly, unwashed glove. Here, take that. Take that, Bobby. Right off the night.
Why can't I find anything on that?
I don't know.
Like, I remember seeing the clip.
He did it. He closed it. They used to have this show.
Yeah, when they used to give
sports reporters on Sunday, and he closed with it, and no one knew it was going to happen. There was no hint of it in the preview. There was nothing. No. He just did it, and everybody used to watch the sports reporters. Everybody loved it. They had a beat writer, kind of our show. Beat writer from Boston, beat writer from New York, Mike Lupica, Bob Ryan. They were great together. They were awesome. Then you get some nut job from the Midwest who smoked a lot of dope, and then you occasionally get the guy from L.A. who was a whiny little Laker fan who couldn't. That fucking Bill Plaschke, that donkey, fucking just crybaby, fucking crybaby shit. But both part was great. And then he goes into this soliloquy right at the end when they all do their parting shots. Mm-hmm. And he never would do a parting shot. Whoa, he did a parting shot today. Fucking, it was the parting shot of parting shots.
It was like last week.
Yes, last week, Coach Robert Montgomery Knight, some of you call him the general, I call him the donkey, got into my son, calling him half the man that I am. Well, Coach Knight, he is twice the man you are. I would have thought someone with your reputation or your resume would have a little more class than that, Coach, but clearly that escapes you. Just like swat. He's like, I think I can speak for most moms and dads when they would say, I would not want to raise my kid like that. And I did not. Coach Knight, my son is twice the man you are, and you owe him an apology. Slap. And everyone in America is going, holy fuck. I remember people calling me after that episode ended, going, did you fucking see that? Holy shit. I was like, I know. I don't even know what to. It was so good. It was like there's no retort. Like, what do you even say to that? Actually, hate
again, before you interrupted, you ever real faculty for doing that? Thank you. No, I don't think it's anything to really be too proud of myself. I think when I talked about Pat,
I thought you came here to do an interview. I'm asking you questions.
When I talked, well then let me finish
cut him
the
off
answer.
again.
Is that okay, Jeremy? Is that fair enough?
Please, go right
Have I interrupted your questions yet?
Yes.
No, I haven't. You've interrupted my answers with your questions, and then I've tried to get back. So let me finish.
He interrupted him again.
You got a long way to go to be as good as your dad. You better keep that in mind.
And he walked away.
It did sound like Jeremy Schaap was being a little bit of a dick, though.
I don't think he meant. I think it was accidental.
Really?
I don't think Jeremy Schaap doesn't strike me as an ego. Like John,
Maybe he was kind of young and dumb then.
Like Feinstein, the guy covers he's an egomaniac. You can tell by the way.
Like he'll go at it with somebody.
Oh yeah, he acts like he's like Mel Kiper.
What about Perlman? Jeff Perlman.
I don't know him too well, but Jeremy Schaap never came off that way to me. Not as a no, he never did. I think it was accidental, and I'm saying I'm trying to be. He honestly wasn't trying to antagonize him.
Dude, did you see the Brett Favre Mark Gastineau clip?
I did.
I'm sorry. Dude, I loved what Boomer Esiason said about it today.
What he said?
Oh my God, it was so great.
What he said?
So the clip, apparently it's from a year ago, because they were doing a 30 for 30 on the New York Sack Exchange.
Yeah, I mean.
And apparently Gastineau and Favre were both at a card show.
Yeah.
Gastineau walks up to him and he's like, they say hello to each other.
Yeah.
And then Gastineau goes, I want to get my sack back. And Favre's like, I think you might hurt me. He's like, I want to get my sack back. And he was like, okay.
Yeah, fucking weird.
And he was like, you hurt me, Brett. You hurt me when you fell over for him. He was talking about when
I remember.
Strahan got the record.
Yep.
I was like, and dude.
Which has since been broken.
Well, it's been tied, I think.
Both I think broke it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
he
thought
broke
like
half a sack.
I thought one of the Watt brothers tied it.
Maybe one of them, somebody tied it or broke
anyway.
it. Anyway, the point is, yeah.
But then they brought it up on Boomer and Gio this morning on the Fan in New York, and Boomer was like, "Screw him, that cheap shot and son of a bitch. I never liked him." And he was like, he said he was always trying to purposely injure me in games.
Gastineau.
Oh, he was like, he told some of my friends that he was doing that shit. It was just funny. He was like, who cares?
Yeah.
That cheap shot and son of a bitch.
Cheap shot and son of a bitch.
It was pretty funny.
That's kind of funny. No, I'm no Brett Favre fan, but
I know, right? I don't like
I'm not.
Favre.
This isn't.
But that was
To
weird.
me, that's kind of weak sauce.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
did,
Michael Strahan is an all-time great player. I mean, if it was some scab, I might have been a little more upset by that. But Strahan is better than Mark Gastineau. All time. I'll say that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And forget the sack record. He had more. They won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So they beat the greatest team that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So regardless of how I think
Strahan
it
was a
happened,
leader,
Strahan
too.
was a leader on that team, and Mark Gastineau never did anything like that. So, Gastineau's a great player. He's no Michael Strahan. And for him to go after Brett Favre for doing what most mortal men would have done, they saw that motherfucker running at 100 miles an hour. It's kind of bullshit. And Brett Favre is, like I said before a while back, is not a soft quarterback.
Yeah.
In fact, he's one of the toughest quarterbacks I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Yeah.
And he's dumb as the day is long, but fear, not in his vocabulary.
He's a great quarterback.
He was a great quarterback. If he had a brain, he'd been the best ever because he could do everything else. Brett Favre. Patrick Mahomes has got nothing on Brett Favre. Go watch tapes of Brett Favre. Patrick Mahomes got nothing on him in terms of talent. No fucking way. Nope. Not even close. In fact, I would argue Patrick Mahomes would never even try to take the hits. Brett Favre would go head first in the fucking linebackers. He would fucking care. Patrick Mahomes would never fucking do that. Not even fucking think of doing that. So no.
Patrick Mahomes has a brain.
Yeah, but in terms of toughness, he's as tough as they come. And he did win 4 league MVPs. So think about this for a minute. As dumb as he won 4 fucking league MVPs. And he did win the Super Bowl. And he went to a second one. He lost to Elway, another all-time fucking great. He doesn't get enough credit. But so my point is, for Mark Gastineau to go after Brett Favre over that's come on, man. Stop it. That's kind of weak sauce. I'm not siding with Gastineau on this one. No. But anyway, weak sauce.
I want my sack back.
You're just looking at him like, talk about CTE.
Oh, man,
Holy
that's true.
fuck.
That's true.
Think about that.
Well, and Favre's looking at him like, he was like, I think you might hurt me.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you hurt me, Brett.
You
hurt me, Brett. You hear me? And he was like, and Brett Favre was looking serious as shit. He was just like, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I wonder if Brett was wondering, like, am I going to have to swing on this guy?
Brett Favre was like, this motherfucker's crazy.
I think he was.
This guy's going to be in the parking lot with a tire iron waiting by my car.
Well, and Gastineau's big as fuck.
He's a big dude.
I mean, he's
He's a big motherfucker.
Brett Favre's not a little guy, though.
No, but Gastineau is a big
Gastineau's
motherfucker.
a big guy.
He falls in that category, big motherfucker? Yeah, he's in that category.
But he's kind of like, to your point, like, I think a lot of stuff has happened.
Oh, the CTE,
Yeah,
I think, is very real in this case. And I felt bad for him because a lot of them went through that. So that regard, I felt bad. But
and that's what sucks about football, man.
yeah.
These guys
Well, this is
kill
the price that
themselves.
they're. And again, so when people get upset about, the overprotection, watch shit like this.
Right.
That'll change your mind real quick.
Crappy part is you can't really protect them.
No, it's
you can do things to help, but
you can look at it's there. Like I said, there's preventative maintenance, but it's a collision sport at the end of the day, and you can't stop that without stopping it altogether. Because then it's flag football, and nobody's going to watch that. So you can't stop it for ratings if nothing else.
You cannot stop it.
No one's going to tune out Sunday. We're going to Saturday on flag football. I can't see that ever. There's not a world where that happens.
I mean,
dude, we got flag football at 1. It just sounds wrong saying it. And by the way, every kid I know that's played flag football fucking hates it. It's fucking. Once they play tackle football, they're like, "Wait, oh my god,
flag football's terrible.
It's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I get why they did it. It's just It's bad. It just doesn't. It's hard to watch. Your kid can be like the best. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. I mean, so I would argue it's harder to watch than golf. I would argue that. I've watched both, and I can tell you that it's both like pulling teeth, but with this, it's like having your wisdom teeth taken out. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, that's going to do it for our show tonight. We're not coming back for segment 3.
No,
but, we didn't do the picks.
Do we need to?
Not tonight.
What do I have going on? Shit, it is Penny's birthday this weekend. We should be able to figure it out. Might have to be a late one night.
Friday night, late night. Saturday. Oh, by the way, Saturday night, the return of the Detroit Lion of Lawton. He's coming back Saturday night.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do it Saturday night. It's Penny's birthday weekend.
Okay.
Her birthday's Sunday.
Okay. Do you have a sleepover?
No.
Oh, then you get out.
No, I fucking outlawed sleepovers, dude. Fuck that.
Well played.
Last time they had a sleepover, they didn't listen.
Who's wearing the big draws?
Her last birthday, the girls weren't listening. I
Tell
was
me,
like,
big draws is
I did that with John too.
Yeah, big draws.
If you want to have one person over, you could. No more fucking sleepover parties. Fuck that.
Big draws. Thomas, big draws is who's wearing the big draws?
It's just I got so pissed off.
I don't blame you.
I don't want to get that pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, I do.
I don't want to put myself.
Everyone will go home now.
Yeah, like
if you breathe out loud again.
Well, it wasn't that mean.
It's so bad.
But at one point I had to go up there and I said, "Hey, look, if y'all aren't going to listen, we could end the night early.
End it now.
Like,
yeah,
please listen to what I'm telling you.
We can end it right now.
Yeah.
Don't think I don't know your number.
I'm asking you to quiet down.
I can have 6
and go
pissed
to
off
bed.
dads here in 5 minutes, and they'll sympathize with me because they know because they've been there. It's true,
dude. One time,
the daddy code,
dude.
Daddyhood is a real thing.
One time, John was having Brody over for a sleepover.
Love Brody, but oh my god.
And
man,
John started mouthing off, and I was like, "All right, forget it. Brody's got to go home."
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
That was a big one. I felt really bad about that.
You sent him home.
Yeah. Ended the sleepover.
Boom. Good night.
I felt bad, dude.
I wouldn't have.
I could see how bad it hurt John.
I would have reveled in it. Fuck you. I gave you this privilege. You just then you're gonna talk tough in front of me.
That's why it was.
That's
just
why
like,
I don't feel bad about it at all. All right, motherfucker, watch this.
I
Want to see who's
felt
wearing the
bad.
big drawers? I'm wearing the big draws.
I felt bad though.
Brody, call your father now. If not, I'll walk you to him. This is yours. Good night.
Yeah, no, I texted his dad. I was like, "Hey."
Oh, Dad understood. I guarantee you his dad
He did.
understood. Yep.
I was like, "Hey, can you come grab Brody?" I was like, "John's not behaving." He's like, "I hope Brody is not." I was like, "No, Brody had nothing to do
He
with it."
totally got it. Because
Yeah.
all dads, if they're any
Yeah.
good, get it. Like, yep, I'll come get him. No problem. It's not Brody's fault. John says that.
Yeah.
No. Brody was telling us a story in the kind of fucking his dad blew it up, gasket in front of Anthony and John, like no shit. Like,
What happened?
His dad snapped on him right in front of Anthony and John.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and after they were there, and he was talking back to his dad in front of him. His fucking
Yeah.
dad blew a gasket.
Mhm.
They're like, oh yeah, I remember that. They're all fucking, oh yeah. So it's not just me and you. It's every dad in America who's got kids who think that they, it's true.
But then you talk to some people and they're like, "Yeah, I don't yell at my kids." I'm like, fuck, what's wrong with me?
Most parents, very few parents I know, don't say anything to my kids.
So what?
If the kid, it's most of the time, it's only the kid. There's one kid. There's not 2 kids or 3. There's one kid.
Right.
Yeah. Most of the time, those kids aren't problems
Mm-hmm.
because they got no one to blame it on. It's like
Oh,
they
you
can't-
mean single kids?
Yeah, their parents always have the mall.
Only child.
Yeah, the mall kid. They have to share with nobody. They don't got to do nothing. They get everything.
They don't always have the model. Sometimes they have
Most of
to
the, in
work.
my
Sometimes it's
experience as coaching, most of the time that kid's been a model citizen.
Oh, you mean in coaching?
No, the kid. Period. Like they don't. The
Sometimes
kids don't act up because
Sometimes
the
only
parents,
children can be brats and they think they get everything and that kind of thing.
Not the ones I coached. Not for the most part. There's always one, but most part, they were because they couldn't get away with shit. There was know what you have to go through that shit. Oh, no, it's
I
one
know
kid.
a lot of only children that's all they did was get away with shit because
Parents spoil them.
yeah, everything revolved around them.
Yeah.
So I think it can go either way.
It can go either way. I'm saying in my
Because
experience,
sometimes
most of
when
those
you
kids
have
weren't
siblings
problems.
and you have to like fight for your shit, like that builds you up too, you know.
No, two things can be true here. I'm
Yeah.
saying that in my experience with whether it was kids I played with or kids I coached or saw, like those kids usually weren't a problem because they. And again, that again depends on the parents. Not every parent spoils their kid rotten.
Yeah.
There are those parents also that do their fucking job
Yeah.
and go, look at you're not getting shit unless you do this, this, and that. And that's it. And they can't say, well, Mia got this. There's not that shit going on. Mia got an A in science. Fuck you. So,
Yeah, but when you're the only kid, you just get shit.
no, but there are parents who know not to do that. Not every parent spoils their kid. Okay, trust me. Not there are parents that do, and there are a lot of parents that don't.
Well, we both do.
Yes, we do. Because every time I want to smack them, my wife gives me that look, and I'm like, that's why they get away with shit. There's no threat.
You don't want to do it either. Admit
It's
it.
not about what you want to do; it's what you have to do. My dad didn't want to slap me. I earned it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You don't do it not just because your wife gives you a look. You don't really want to do
No,
it.
no, 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 no. I don't do it because my wife gives me a look.
She controls you like that. I don't buy that.
Yeah, she said one time she said,
Was she
hit them.
gonna leave you?
I don't know, but she said, don't do it. We're not gonna. This ain't gonna work. So I took that as divorce. And I know for a fact there are wives that have done that with their husbands.
But
So-
you're telling me you've never hit?
I spanked them when she's okayed it, which is twice. Twice. And the thing was, you know why she okayed it? Because I wasn't even in the house when it happened. Like they acted up. I came home from work and she goes, "If you want to go do that, yeah." Like, what the hell happened? And they tell me what happened. She tells me what happened. I'm like, all right, fucking A.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it.
Dude, you realize we're still going?
We're still going. We didn't even say goodnight.
Let's go ahead
Well,
and chop the last 15 minutes
Let's
off.
just chop that off there. Editing will be great tomorrow. See you guys sometime this weekend. And we have to have picks. We will. Promise. Adorable. Highly questionable. Peace. Love. You know the drill.
Peace, love. It's fucking Wednesday.
Yeah. And cold.
Will you put